Shit. What's going on, people? It's Kiki or Poodle. You know, no good, do gooder. KNO. Somebody stole my no good, do gooder that start with the NO channel. I keep saying it. I'm gonna get that shit back. You know what I mean? I came on here because, you know, it doesn't matter what I write or what my videos say. Some of y'all are still stuck on stupid. Or all the shit you done tried. And I'm still here. This ain't even bragging. I keep telling y'all I'm trying to show you something. You know, God's trying to show you something too. And what that is what a miracle look like, sound like, and just be like, you know. And I know it's something about my voice, and you could tell I got Mother and Father God in me. I always been like that, but they both inhabit my body. I'm a reincarnated deity, Isis, you know. Greek mythology is Isis, a Set, you know, Kemet. They call that mythology. Shit ain't no myth no more. So everybody that be trying to like kill me with magic, even kill me physically, like you're planning something else for a shooting, you know. And it's like, give it up already, because you're a year overdue. Alright? Y'all place motherfucking bets and shit. So you were supposed to have me out of here before autumn of last year. Bitch, still here. All the work you're doing, bitch, still here. All the stuff you're saying, that ain't none of the shit I do. You know? I'm gonna keep popping up every day, talking or writing. It ain't that I ain't in my calling, because I already know motherfuckers is out looking for me. You get what I'm saying? They want me to step on that stage and get this knowledge. And all I can say to the people is, yeah, I've been trying to. But I got the same motherfuckers cock blocking every goddamn way there is. That's why I show every goddamn way to get around it. And every way I contact God. And every way God contact me. You know? Now there's only one. That's the source of God. Meaning one woman and one man. I am the woman. You know? My masculine and my feminine are intact. 150%. You know? I ain't lying about being reincarnated. I ain't lying about being a deity. I ain't lying about that Mother and Father God talk to me in between my ears. Not lying about me being or having all the 12 clairs. I ain't lying about all the shit that I've seen that people have done to get me off this bitch. And it's like they don't seem to get it. Like, I tell them, but they still don't seem to motherfucking get it. The more you try to get rid of me, the more God expose me and expose you. The more you try to take me out of here, just put you under more like what people would call hellfire. It's like the more you do me injustice, you get no justice. So it's like, that's why I say, well, why don't you just stop? You know? Why don't you just let bygones be bygones? You know what I'm saying? Because I understand y'all motherfuckers want control. Because the people they claim they had the control don't have the control. Because they know that the control is already given back to my black ass. But because I'm younger, look younger than my age, and I'm younger than all y'all that's in power, you know, feel kind of insulted, you know, because I'm awarded a seat at your table. Go back in history. Just gonna tell you, go back in history. That was my table. That's where you fucked up at. You know. That was my motherfucking table. Right hand always better than the left. So, all you did was try to suppress the right. I'm still here. By fucking with my left. Still got it all. You know what I'm saying? And y'all be fucking with my love life, my finances. And there's people in my family, there's people outside of my family, there's people that didn't see me grow up, there's people from motherfucking goddamn daycare. Okay? Some of y'all I love deeply, some of them I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. What I'm trying to get you to understand, it don't fucking matter. It don't matter how much I love you or how much I'm in love with you, right? Or about our past and or the last way you seen me or some shit. Whatever the fuck you think about in your mind. Or the fact that you think you had control over me for years. And the whole time it's kind of like I was just biting my own motherfucking tongue. You know, it was one of them things like, these motherfuckers ain't believe me anyway. I'm gonna get in trouble anyway. And no matter what I tell them, they still think that shit is like a game, a myth. And that I'm like a little fucking Looney Tune and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yet you're pissed the fuck off that everything that I'm saying is happening. Been like that all my life. I get scrutinized all the goddamn time. That shit ain't nothing new. I get lied on all the fucking time. That shit ain't new. You know? So I ain't just like trying to correct what the hell people did to me. I'm the autocorrect for the whole motherfucking world. Including my soulmate. The beginning. Y'all motherfuckers still at the end. Do you not get it yet? You're still in the upside down world. The world's over. So even your suppression tactics don't work because you using the wrong shit in the wrong era and time on the wrong motherfucking person. Because I already reincarnated niggas, bitches, wiggers, and witches. And you don't want to listen, you know, to my videos. You don't want to listen to read the shit I write. And if you do, you're scrutinizing the shit somewhere. And it's like, why the fuck are you even doing that? Because in your mind, you're like, God doesn't say fuck. And God's like, what the fuck, bitch? I invented the words. How the fuck are y'all able to use them if I ain't invent the shit? I'm the motherfucker that gave the ideas. The creator. It's in the name. And then, what makes the shit so goddamn bad is the fact that y'all motherfuckers send him and her to the damn devil. Like, that's your God, and he can be. You know, God's not taking that away from the devil. It's like, yeah, okay. You put him here for that shit anyway. You know, to get just to see if you gonna sidestep and sideswipe your own motherfucking self. And then you're gonna be thinking like, fail, I did sideswipe my own goddamn self. Sure did. Know why you did? Because you thought that lower level of a God was better than the higher level God. And that's in the words too. See how I'm fucking you up? Words. And then I'm gonna fuck you up some more. Cause see, when you use your words and you use them with bad intentions, you only gonna get bad outcomes. And I use the same words, but I use them in good intentions. And I'm only gonna get good outcomes. It's kind of like what other Negroes did in the past, or niggas did in the past. The bad version of a nigga is a nigger. The elevated version of a nigger is a nigga. Don't sound profound, but it really the fuck is. The Bible made of metaphors. Scriptures are metaphors. And then, when you're a prophet, a god, an angel, a seer, a shaman, you know, you collect these gifts, titles, as you go through your trials. And then you can say, you're a god. And I mean, when I say you can say, I'm meaning the God above will talk to you between your ears and salute your motherfucking ass and say, all right, you graduated. Now it's time to put your ass to work. And you think graduating to be a god is like being able to get what, all the fucking material shit and all the accolades and gifts and all the money in the world. You don't think about the problems, do you? You don't think about the fact you gotta have a solution for all them problems. And then you don't even think about in motherfucking history, niggas, when the damn 12 disciples still had Mary. I think it was the 17 Orishas still had Oshun. Damn. And then it's like all y'all men be thinking, we don't need her. We don't need her for shit. And it's like all the different eras in time, you'll want to like dump her ass and forget about her ass. And then guess what comes around? The beginning. And then we come out again. You know? The only difference this time is the repeat is over. It's like, you know, when you type in something in the calculator and it'll say 6666, then you hit that point. We passed the point. And then, you know, after the point, you'll see something like 33 or 357 or 0 point some. It's an ending. And then new numbers that's not on the repeat begin. God's about math, people. So 7 days. Then God rests. No, the fuck God did not rest. They had God in motherfucking jail. And not freed their ass. Mother and Father God. Cause who was Roman? Damn. That's what Rome really is. Roman. The damn devil. Just fucking all kinds of shit up. Trying to rewrite history again. Only to be stopped. But guess who? A woman. So, y'all is gonna fuck up because you were created second to help us, because we carry creation, you know. Damn, you know, you was made to love us because we carry the gifts from the gods. We the original prophets, the original creators. Sick. And you can't go on without giving us our props, yo. Plus, on top of it, when y'all men have no guidance from women anymore, you turn barbaric. And then you stay in your barbaric energy. Always. You can't even rescue yourself out of it. The woman still has to rescue you out of it. You know? Creators have to, like, uncontaminate the contaminated shit. You know? So, maybe you can look at us like your little Drano shit for your plumbing. Just season shit up, acid. Pouring some hot water. Pushing that shit through. You know? Or you can look at it like this. To endure pain is not a curse. To endure pain is a strength. To endure pain really means once you pass the thresholds of pain, there is none anymore. True freedom. Because if you understand who you are, you came here to have a damn experience. How you gonna experience some shit if you doing the same shit all the same fucking time? Just how? I know my neighbor don't want to cut my grass for real. I know that. I guess he cutting his little patch over here or some shit, because I know he ain't trying to cut my grass. But you know, it's like you got to get out of your comfort zone. That's the difference between me and everybody. When everybody kept like doing shit to me, throwing magic at me, you know what I'm saying, throwing physical shit at me, you know what I'm saying, throwing emotional battles, throwing, you know, me away, or just, you know, any kind of fuck shit, right? All I'm doing is like double dutching, dodgeball, you know, pump faking, jumping hurdles, Donkey Konging. It becomes a game of survival of your life. And the biggest lesson you learn is to stick and move. First mind, first instinct, stick and move. So even if I couldn't talk, I could still get you to understand me. You know what I mean? If I couldn't see you, I can still get you to feel me. You know what I'm saying? And even if I couldn't perform, let's see, outwardly so you can see it, I can perform inwardly so you can feel it. But what if you are a person and you're good at mastering things? Did you ever take the time out to say to yourself, you know, the one thing I haven't mastered is myself. And how long have I neglected myself? How old am I? All God asks for is a mustard seed. That shit ain't big as shit. You know, when I looked at the size of a mustard seed, I was trying to see if I found a seed in my yard just so I could show y'all. But it's like you have to think about it. So to all you masters and you geniuses out there, and you feel like you've mastered everything, and you decided to play God in my life, because that's usually how y'all motherfuckers are, and because you think you're just smarter than the average bear, once you've mastered all the shit and you got the money for all the shit, so you think shit supposed to just come straight to you. Even God, like you want to order and deliver God on a fucking beam me up Scotty type shit. Anywho, so you master shit, but the one thing you haven't mastered is yourself. And you should ask yourself, if I would have mastered myself, I wouldn't be trying to play God in someone else's life. I would actually master myself to become the God in my own life. Why the fuck would I forget about me when I gotta live and breathe and be me every fucking day? And then, if God is life and breath is life, that means even on your evil ass fucking journeys, you breathing. And even on your evil ass fucking journeys, the gods is giving you a chance to fix yourself, and you don't, on purpose. But then you want to hurt a person like myself because it'll make you feel better about yourself, you know, because you're scared to look at yourself and go down your own rabbit hole. So you want to, you know, push your rabbit hole off on a heel motherfucker. And you want to continue to tell yourself, nah, she ain't healed. Nah. Let me give her this. And I can promise you, whatever this is, you'll see it written down by Metatron thousands of times. So to you people, it looks like I renewed myself. To me, I was just getting back to myself. And I still got a lot inside of me that hadn't even came out yet. Because everything that you folks like deprive me of having, I ain't even talking about the physical shit. I'm really talking about the spiritual shit. And I get the opportunity to rediscover that shit. You know, the powerhouse off the chain. And you can't even contain me now. And my shit is big now. And you know what my question would be? You know, why is that a problem? You know? Because it makes sense for, if the end of time is trying to cut the beginning of time, which is me, by the way, off at the foot, you know what I'm saying? Do you not understand that you are essentially cutting yourself off? Because the beginning of time created time. I'm just saying. And then what's so special about time? This is why I tell people, Don't run behind the devil. Because you can look at me and you can say, I can tell her ass got some horns. Of course, you know I do. Because I defeated the devil. Oh, shit. You know, because the devil has deception. But, you know, God has wit. You know what I'm saying? The devil is impatient. God is patient. Shit like that. Supposed to pay attention to. Understand. Within yourself. To be able to elevate. To get the favor I got. That's the thing. It's not like God grants me favor because he just wants to, or she just wants to. I get it because I earned it. I get it because I respected them. I get it because I never disobeyed them. I get it because no matter what anyone wanted to do to me, I did not defy God. Not once. Didn't disrespect God. Not once. Didn't even act ungodly to you ungodly people. All that shit counts, you know. So the unseen world, can't see them. And you want to see them. That's what the devil is all about. You want to see him. Because you want to get on God for getting on you. For being how you are. And God is saying, well, since you wanted free will and to make your own choices, I ain't put you up to this shit. Dumbass. You know, it's all you. All your fucking thoughts. They're your thoughts because if you do not mature spiritually, you're still a child. That's why everybody wants to still call me a motherfucking child because they think I ain't grow up spiritually. You know, they think I ain't elevated to my north node. You know what I'm saying? They think I'm on my south node just like them. You know what I mean? They think I'm on the dirty, shicey, dumbass shit like they are. Nope. You know? I'm just trying to prove to you no matter what you wear. I can see through your suit, or I can see through your sweatsuit, or I can see through your boxers, or I can see through your panties. Some of you box with balls, others box with titties. But when you grow up, you box with knowledge and you box with your heart. The devil's afraid to open that. The devil will keep you on repeat. So, if you participated in spells, right, you must know essentially that spell has been casted on you too. So, when you want to look for protection, which bingo, that's me. And when God, you know, the one you can't see, there's the energy, you know what I'm saying? Which is energies inside me, you know what I'm saying? But when God say, shut your protection down, yeah, I shut it down in like real time because what the fuck y'all doing is in real time. And the shit y'all fucking up is in real time. And so God came in real motherfucking time to shut y'all shit down. And the guys just decided, yeah, well, you know, we're not leaving. You know, we're gonna stay because as we fly through this world, and we know the technology has grown. You know, they try to keep the people 150 years behind in technology. You know, we about 200 years ahead of technology. And, you know, that's that dumbass shit. But what they did was to make sure the spiritual world was stuck 3,000 to 5,000 years ago. They keep you on that. Damn. Never elevate to your higher self. You never elevate from being a child to a child of God. You know, or to just a God, a goddess, godfather, or godmother, goddaughter, godson. It's kind of like before your name, now people got like prefixes. Instead of it being Mr. or Mrs., it's going to be God and goddesses. That's like taking words back to the beginning of time. All right? So, it's a lot of shit that must be corrected. And because the end time people fucked up, and they said that we fucked up. You know, when they had them bombs and shit, and they blew up shit, and they blew up real vital information to help them go past a certain level, them fallen angels. And they want to just keep everybody on the same low level frequency because, oh, just another one, God forbid, that we look within and see our potential on the outside and the inside, and then we activate that shit, because then they can't touch us. You know, the fallen start to fall away off of you energetically, because they can't take your God energy, because the devil can't go but so high. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would I choose the devil? Because the devil can only like roam to and fro through the earth. God can roam through the earth, under the earth, above the earth, in the atmosphere, underground, through your rabbit hole, in the back of your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Or they can feel your whole body. You know? Which one would you rather have? I want the all access God. So if that's what I want, why would I hurt it? Why would I disrespect it? Why would I try and trick it? Why would I lock it up? Why would I anger it? Why would I want to cause it harm? Because when you think like that, it's a lack mindset, you can be a trillionaire and still be in lack mindset. Because you participate in animalistic activities. The idea of being part animal is not to remain part animal. The idea of rising above is for you to actually do that. And being in your ego or your pride or being condescending or being an asshole isn't actually doing that. It's actually being the opposite. You know. You can look at a person like an asshole because they decide to give you some good ass information that can help you out in your motherfucking life and your journey. That don't mean that person is actually an asshole. That person actually just helped your black ass out. Or white ass out. Or mixed ass out. And then that's how you repay them? By getting them stuck in your bullshit? That's not what you're supposed to do. It's not how it works. It's like outside of you saluting the general in private. You're supposed to salute the general in public. It's like they get accolades and rewards, but they also get paid. You know? It's like you can't say that you want to go to the army because you just want to go and think you ain't got no test you got to go through in order to be like admitted into the army. You know what I'm saying? That's like some God shit, because you know, like, you gotta go through tests, trials, in order to be accepted or start to receive some blessings, change some shit in your life. That's elevated thinking, even though it's just some basic ass fucking thinking. Okay? Because I'm about to give you some dumbass thinking. I want you to think about it and not do it. But when you know you got to go through the preliminary trials, right? And you accept that. Some work involved you got to do. The devil would do the other shit. Like, let me go steal the certificates and say I got these skills, and say I was in the army, and say that I completed training in boot camp, and I'm qualified to be here, to get these stripes, to be able to talk to you, and to deliver this money, whatever. You ain't even qualified to do shit. Your intellect ain't even qualified for shit. And you know that because of the route you went. But let you come out your mouth and tell a real motherfucker the route you went. They're gonna be like, oh my God, I've been listening to a punk. This ain't no real motherfucker that did some real shit. This is a fake motherfucker that didn't try to get over. And damn, they about got over on my black ass too, because I'm really trying to learn some shit. But I'm realizing I done got hoodwinked and bamboozled. You know that smart motherfucker? You know, he gonna get rid of you, because you're the liar. You're the one that's out hoodwinking and bamboozling people. You know what I'm saying? See, all it takes is to see something different happen. That means that something different actually worked. That means that something different, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna catch on, catch some fire. You know what I'm saying? Sweep the whole world. That's why he stole my shit. Meaning my work. That shit has swept the whole world. But what God is about to do to fuck up your plans, damn. I can't wait. I just can't. I can't wait. It's gonna be interesting. See the looks on you guys' face. It says, you know. That's why I just keeps on smiling. What people gotta understand is, if you have no control over yourself, you will never have control over another. No matter what you tell yourself. You can try to psych your brain out all day long and say you are me. But you know what? The devil has insecurities. Because the devil knows deep down he or she is not me. And you can only fake the fuck but so long. And after that, true colors come out. Just like the true people come out. And the true change comes about, you know. Plus, too, the shit that y'all motherfuckers is doing is so wrong because the world has been waiting on me for about 10 years. So you essentially fucked up 10 years of their life for the world. And you wonder why God knocked on my motherfucking brain and woke my black ass up. On some bitch, get up. This motherfucker's trying to come and kill you. You know, you can't really sleep after some shit like that happen. Then on top of it too, to all y'all that wanna paint me as being crazy, how that shit working out for you? Just how? Cause see, I know what Mother and Father God's voice sound like. And I'm aware of what I see. I'm not in a delusion. Or an illusion. You know? So, I'm actually the thinking woman. Wondering when your light bulb is gonna come on. Because that's what the thinking man was doing. In one of my writings, I said, God was a salesman. So was Jesus. Salesman. You know? Reason being is because of two factors. It's like people want to be convinced, so they have to see something. And then also, people want to be proven wrong in order to believe. You know? And that's actually happening. And you still don't want to believe it. It's like you want to walk around in denial. And shit, if that shit works for you, you just should know where you're already going. I ain't got shit to do with that. You know? But I'm very flexible. In a sense where if I need to put on my devil hat and talk to somebody, that's all it is. It's not a mask. Because I make sure they still can see my face. I just take my horns out. Put them on like some fucking antlers and be like, yo, in order to get your ass out of this shit, nigga, you're gonna have to do da-da-da-da-da. Then when it's time for me to take that off, it's cool. I put on a halo. No problem. I got that shit in the crib too. Then it's like the in-between is kind of like Earth. Since everybody's so obsessed with your crown, I think you gotta have a tiara, you know, or Game of Thrones, King or Queen crown. See, the king or the queen don't really like to get off the throne that much, but when they do, it's kind of like they turn into a god. Because when there's not someone to execute what needs to happen, they're created. And either you go through the process to create it within yourself by co-creating with God, or you go through the process to steal and mimic that creation. Steal from a God. You know, a God is not perfect, but perfect imperfection. That means it doesn't matter if the lines aren't straight. He or she ain't gonna freak out and say, oh, we gotta redo this shit. There's a few cracks. She understands, gotta patch up the cracks. Or we gotta dig out the dirt. Or we gotta seal in the hole. You know? Or people are getting bored with straight lines. You know? Let's make some circles. If anything. Beats a blank. And essentially when you go to the devil a lot, that's what you end up having. Your mind draws a blank. Ooh, and you're stuck. The devil puts you on repeat because he doesn't want to give you the intelligence, enough intelligence, to free yourself. That's how I beat the devil. You just pass through the tracks, like jump over the hurdles. You go through the storms. You learn the lessons. Elevate to the next level. That type of shit. You know? Yeah, she can. Yeah. And, okay, babe. Okay. All right. And, you know, I had a task, and I completed my task. Outside of freeing myself, freeing my bloodline, I had to free my soulmate. You know? And whether I was talking to him or not, I still passed on the information that God gave me to give to him. You know, whether one of them bitches was cock blocking or whether one of them dudes was cock blocking, I still had to do it. But I could tell when people like to keep other people stuck. And you got to cut cords so they can unstuck themselves. Because, see, what I'm really used as is a crutch for people. And God is like, nah, enough of that shit. You're not going to be that no more. Motherfuckers got to stand on their own 2 feet. Motherfuckers got to stop, you know, putting their mouth on other people's business. It's like you got to put up or shut up. Like, you ain't going to do all of this shit to take from another person and think that you really the shit out here when you're actually the exact opposite. But you know what my soulmate kind of like asked me, or maybe one of the imposters. Who knows? I don't give a fuck. Because obviously my messages is getting out anyway. It's just at a slower pace. This shit's starting to speed up though. But some of the shit, he asked me a question. He said, you know, I'm interested. Do you have any questions for me? Do I? Why, yes, I do. And I'll read you some of the shit I wrote. I said, have you awakened yet? Do you know you are a God like me? You know? Has God talked to you in between your ears about the people around you yet? It's a real thing. It's some real shit. Next set of questions was, are you in your North Node? And do you know you're supposed to go through a reincarnation to become a deity? Just like me. Do you know that the original or the real Ra or Osiris like wants to inhabit your vessel? Or how can I put it? I should say access. Because like you're the strongest pure soul of a man on this planet. And contrary to popular beliefs, a God cannot go into a tainted soul. That's some real shit. Gotta be pure in order for them to even want to consider to inhabit you. That's some real shit. So all y'all other motherfuckers, you lost. Because see, God woke me up. When they woke me up, they already activated my shit. And then what I'm supposed to do is, hey, tap on to the one that he told me to tap on to awaken his ass. That's what I'm doing. You know? While y'all trying to delay it, what you haven't realized is, when God woke my black ass up, that was God saying, oh, time's up, motherfuckers. You can't delay this shit no more. God already told me it's been delayed already. You know, for hundreds of years. So I don't know how long else you think God wants to wait. And then it kind of fucks you up because we're already in a new era in time. So delaying God is not a good thing to do. You know, you really want the smoke. That's all I'm saying. And you can get it too. But damn, that's what you fucking with, you know? And then I asked him, does he know or does he understand that it's the beginning of time, or what people call a restart of a new paradigm? I told him it includes him and our being together. So for the woman that's saying I'm taking her man, I'm not taking him from you. You've got messages from God too. You, my dear, were supposed to have been released him back into God's care, you little demon of a devil. And you refuse to do it. So guess what God does? Activates my black ass when you put the kills out on me, bitch. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm the stronger force than you awaken to demolish your ass. You know, because it's always someone else bigger than somebody else. But you people looked at me like I was a little chump because I'm actually small, you know. And my voice is pretty chill, you know. But I can become a demon overnight if I need to. I know how to pull it out. You know what I mean? But anywho, so like you know, I told him that outside the paradigm shift, including us being together, it's also for us to reclaim our actual empires and thrones. as the originals. You know? See, because what the people in the old world, or the end of time, because we're technically in between the two, because they are holding up, or thinking they're holding up the beginning of time, but they really not. But anywho, they're thinking if they keep you back, that it will keep the world from moving forward. I'm here to debunk that lie too, because I'm still moving forward. You know? But we get to reclaim our thrones like the beginning of time, but it's to correct the beginning of time. Because when motherfuckers felt froggy, they decided to jump, and they jumped out of turn. So it's like autocorrect, you know, which is better than war. It's better than a bomb. It's better than people keep dying. This is why God liked my idea, and obviously he had to like this nigga's idea too. And if I ain't mistaken, because we the same motherfucking soul and spirit, mind and heart, we had the same damn idea. Which is, why don't we grow the intellect of the people that's in the fucking world? Because if we do that, then they won't result to the sinister shit that they're doing, because their mind would be elevated enough to where they would know that that's asinine to do. You know, I don't need to kill in order to thrive. I don't need to rape in order to, you know, be a man. I don't need to steal in order to say I'm rich or I'm wealthy, you know. All I have to do is just put my mind into good use and create and grow and elevate and show other people how to do the same shit. You know, the original creed that you motherfuckers took when you decided to be in the church, because that's what you claiming you saying you was gonna do for the people. It's funny how the people are getting worse. They weren't getting better. And then I came along, and then no matter how much you want to suppress me, people are getting better. People's intellect is growing. A lot of people are awakening. And since I am not dead, and I'm the original, I will get the credit for the shit I'm doing. You know, because see, God figured out that y'all wanted the original to be the slave. Henceforth to all y'all other motherfuckers out there that was a slave. Okay? You want the original to be the slave, which the slaves was the gods. You want them to take on all the hardship, pain, and suffering, because they're the ones that could endure it. And reality is, you could have endured it too. You decided to be on some fuck nigga shit and bring your problems over to the gods, to fuck up the gods, and then blame the gods like we the ones that fucked up the shit, when we won't even here to fuck up the shit. Because when we left this goddamn planet, we had solved every motherfucking thing. So how can we fuck up the shit if we solved the shit? Dun dun dun. Debunk the myth. The other debunction is the fact that I'm still alive and not under the Matrix or your mind controller, all your little fucked up crazy shit. Okay? But I have to remind this man that he's a god. He's reincarnated, or he will be. Okay? And that he's a deity. And he's going to reunite with me. It's not, meant to be like harmful to you, lady. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that because you, lady, are the opposite of me, because I am love and you are fear, okay? Because the real opposite of love is fear. It's not hate. All right? And you are fear. What does the devil pump in people? Fear. All right? And that's what you were doing to that man. And then I'm extracting the fear out the man. You know what I'm saying? But it comes a time where God is like, give it up already. Your time's up. The only way you would have gotten an extension on your time is if you would have did your job. And your job wasn't to kill me. Your job was to grow, bitch. Elevate and evolve. But you thought your growth and elevation and evolvement was killing me and taking my spot. No. That's some low-level demon ass shit. And so when you're on that low-level demon ass shit, not already elevated way past that, that's why a lot of your shit isn't working. That's why a lot of your shit won't work. I've been elevated past it. Truth be told, I've elevated past a lot of this shit when I was born. It's just, motherfuckers was older than me. They ain't want to give me no credit for none of that I did in my past. Or who I am. And so God is giving it to me now. You know? Because no matter what you do, no matter what you think, in order to correct the shit that's fucked up, in the world, is to correct the people you fucked up in the world. And they weren't even people. They was gods. And he told them the same thing he was telling me in the spirit. Yeah, I'm gonna humiliate her ass. I'm gonna humble her ass. I'm gonna make her beg, plead, crawl back. And the energy gods was like, oh yeah? Say word, that's what you think you're gonna do? Nah, yo. That shit ain't happening. And it's not. It's not happening because God isn't going to allow it to happen. Because that's not what God wants. That's what you want. That's the difference. In your south node, you want what you want. In your north node, you want what God wants. And you don't stop until God get what they want. Just like you don't stop till the devil gets what he want, what she want. So we in the same game. We just took different paths, and we on different levels. And you just gotta accept that. You know what I'm saying? And so this is the thing. And you might feel hurt, Miss Woman, because you feel like God is kicking you out of your spot or your position. But it's like, what God is sitting back and watching and having to be the thinking man and the thinking woman about is the fact that how long you've been in this man's life and you're not encouraging growth. And you don't want him to grow. And you don't even want him to see beyond you. And you want to be the God in his life. And that's not how that shit works. You know? How shit works is, you see that a motherfucker want to grow and evolve, and you don't stop them. You let them go to grow and evolve. They come back, you hope that he or she comes back better than they left. If your thought process about anybody that wants to leave you is different than that, then yes, you are in your south node, but your south node is so much lower than the person that wants to elevate. And freedom of choice and freedom of free will truly means you can't hold a person back from growth or elevating or becoming a better version of themselves. God doesn't give you that permission. You are free to make your own choices. You were never supposed to be putting your choices off on other people, persuading and manipulating them to change their minds about their own life and their own fate. That's the difference between me and all of y'all. You can't gaslight me or put me in some narcissistic bullshit like I don't see that that's what the fuck it is. And then you wonder why narcissistic shit ain't happening to me. Because I know what the fuck a narcissist is. I see them a mile away because you didn't put them motherfuckers in my face 50 million goddamn times. So if I ain't learned a lesson in 50 million motherfucking times, that would mean I'm like you, right? That's why I make sure I demonstrate and show that I learned the lessons. By telling you that I've elevated past that. Showing you I elevated past that. Talking about what you done to me. Because I elevated past that. You know? Even putting my energy out so the whole motherfucking world can feel it. So they know what God feels like. So they can understand the difference in what the devil feels like. I did that. And so all I'm saying is, if you really are the empress, the high priestess, the hierophant, all the kings and all the queens in the female body, embodiment, you should be able to do the shit I did. You should be able to raise the dead. You should be able to heal the sick. You should be able to explain to people how to get rid of their mood, anxiety, depression. You should be able to show people how their heart's supposed to be lighter than a motherfucking feather. You should be able to look people in their eye. You should not have to lie to nobody. And all of your energy work should come back positive, not negative. Meaning other people can feel your results, embody your results, understand your results, you know? Just like they understand the clear distinction from dark energy and light energy. Because no harm, man. If you operating solely out of the dark, you wouldn't have known that I was a light worker. You wouldn't have known. You know what I'm saying? Because you elevate, you ain't elevating. You know what I'm saying? Because you solely in the dark. You feel me? You'll just look at me like I'm just as dark as you. Even though my intellect could come out and spark light bulbs in your brain. But your demonic ass brain to tell you, oh, I did this first. I said this first. I created this first. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just trying to keep the old paradigm going. Trying to bind your ass to my ass and all that kind of shit. And like I said, instead of motherfuckers being bound to another motherfucker, why don't you just let me educate everybody without all of your fuck shit, all of your booby traps and trap doors and all of that, so you can learn some shit. Like, what's wrong with that? I believe that the devil can learn some shit. That's all I'm saying. Then it's like, if you really don't want to learn, I don't know why you would want to come to a motherfucker's channel like mine. It's because you only wanted to steal it. Because you didn't think it was an embodiment, an essence. You thought it was something you can mimic. Nope. It's something you gotta be. That's why you can't change the fate of the chosen. Because we already be. Because God made us to be a certain way. Not all the same. Not all bots. Not all NPCs. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be diverse. Filled with some type of uniqueness. And able to do something different than somebody else. How the fuck do you think growth happens? It comes from somebody else learning something new or different and doing something new and different. And that person doesn't mind showing other motherfuckers how to do the new and different shit. But it ain't no more of us being no slave and working for motherfucking free, and being under some form of submission and being whooped on, chained on, and all that type of shit. Because I understood the people that were enslaved were Mother God's children, And so I freed her. Which means I free her alive lineage and her dead lineage. That's simple. I even told my soulmate too, I've been waiting on the real him, to come and get me, like his original soul. Because with a soul activation, that motherfucker will remember all the shit that I remember. Or that motherfucker will remember all the shit that God told him. And it's about me. Like that. It'll just be like certain shit I won't even have to tell him. He'll just know. So when I gotta keep telling him, I know the nigga don't know. I know it's motherfuckers already around him trying to block the shit. Trying to keep him from it. And they trying to stall out time. This is the part where y'all devils is missing the beat. This is where you're missing it. I'm tired. You stall me out, right? And you'll say, oh, because I stalled him out, he's not going to get the chance to reincarnate, or they're not going to get the chance to be together, or this shift won't be able to happen. This is where God gets you at. You know? God will let you know that, well, only time itself can do that. That means you have to be a God to do that. Or you need the pure energy from a God to do that. And if you've grown to be in your North Node, you know you ain't giving up no energy for that shit. To just hand your rights to your life over to people that want to stomp all over you and put you in some chains and shit, and then you be back in some fields running and all. No. It's over. For us. You know? Everybody's gonna get their original statuses back. That's what the beginning means. That's why you fucked up. Because see, you had your power. You had your power all the way to the end. But you can't even realize that we're past the end. And then you can't even figure out that, damn, that's why your magic's fading. Because you're still in devil energy. And devil energy is over. You're supposed to be in loving energy. And you don't know how to switch to loving energy because you've been a devil for so long. Shit like that. That's why your shit's not working. Plus, on top of it, if you had any good people stacked on you, you know how you like to stack souls, and you was, pulling from them motherfuckers because they had pulled on me. Yeah, I extracted them motherfuckers from you and I put their souls back in their bodies too. It's shit like that. You know? I activated the planets, the gods, everywhere. How else do you think I'm getting justice? I'm not everywhere at one time. Just made my brain everywhere at one time. I made my circumstance everywhere at one time. I made people want to choose to think for themselves, want to be good and want to be great and want to help other people. Because they know by helping another helps yourself. So as you thinking when you doing all this fuck shit to me, putting me in hospitals and everything, and you come to me and I still give you good advice, still in the helping hand with money or gas or enlightenment, still show you grace and favor, you think I ain't gonna get that back? Why, yes, I am. But I get it back like 10 times greater. Because I won't fake in the motherfucking phone. Just the real me. Doing the real shit. In real time. To the real people. The right, real motherfucking way. It's like, it wouldn't matter who it was being fake. Fake don't trump the real. So it wouldn't matter how many different people you got to read a script or something, and who you sent. They ain't real. So that shit don't stay, it don't stick. What only sticks is real. And I ain't talking about real hate. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about some real love. So if you still on the hate train, feel sorry for you. Feel sorry for you. Because this ain't gonna sound good, but you can't stay that way and live here. Because the gods ain't having it. Because it's like this world was supposed to be in harmony like a long time ago. And when you hold that up, man, you're not fucking God up. You fucking yourself up. God's still gonna do what God still need to do. That's the other thing I'm trying to show y'all. Like, all the different ways you can even think to put my black ass down. God is like, where? Who? What? No. Just like that. It's that simple. Because when God knows certain things must happen, that's what happens. And God liked my plan. You know? And you gotta let me into the music industry. You gotta let me into the communications industry. You gotta let me into the fashion industry. You gotta let me into the scientific industry. You gotta let me into the education system. You gotta let me into the even the non-profits or the human services helping areas in life. You have to. Because that's the way my energy is designed, to be everywhere. To heal everything and everyone. So that's why I don't even be tripping. God be doing my job. So even if y'all motherfuckers think about doing a drive-by and run up on my ass and pop me a good 1, 2, 3 times, God said, nah. You ain't gonna get the opportunity to do that. You wasting your time, you wasting your money, and it's too many motherfuckers that got all these phones and technology and shit just tap the fuck up that it ain't gonna go how you want it. So it's like, man, just stop thinking the worst. You know? Like, I'm trying to help my mate ascend. And the people around him is trying not to let that happen. But I think God did his shit like he did mine. You know, snuck under the radar and then saved the nigga. Like, what's up? Yo, check this out. These niggas that's coming, they like this. They about to do this shit, that shit. Then this supposed to try to go down there, and then his ass gonna be like, what? Where? Like that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Ain't shit you can do to stop this. Oh my God, ain't shit you can do to stop this shit. You know? Okay, but I'm gonna just end it with like, the last thing I said was, you know, I'm here to help him ascend, get to his higher self, you know. And I'm here to help him get there, even if he's not. Just to make sure people don't take the shit that he worked hard for. And try to play his top. And get him hemmed up for some shit he ain't do. Like y'all motherfuckers try to get my ass hemmed up for shit I ain't do. You know? And the exchange is what you, young lady, won't like. Love. Love is a currency too. Just like energy. Just like melanin. You know? And the reason why the exchange is love, and it's like unconditional love, is because, shit, you won't even loving his ass proper. And then I wasn't getting love properly either. Because, see, you were manipulating both of our lives, you know? And you was paying everybody to continue to manipulate both our lives for your gain, you know? So he gets unconditional love from me, then I get unconditional love from him. He would get like no restrictions, you know, on him for helping me, and I will continue to be free and help him. That means even through your lies won't work. This means even through your deception, they won't stop this. But because you fuck with both of our love lives and fuck that motherfucker up, and then try to throw like slander on our names and make us out to be like the biggest hoes, and we are so not that. Guess what? That's the duo. You can't do everything right as a person to yourself, meaning you didn't treat yourself wrong. You treated yourself right. But all you getting is wrong, foul, fucked up shit. And I know why you getting wrong, foul, fucked up shit, meaning him. And I know why I was getting wrong, foul, fucked up shit, meaning me. Because you bitch got a whole lot of fucking karma from all your past lives, because you've been doing the same shit. You ain't never paid for none of your goddamn karma at all. You've been throwing your motherfucking karma off on anybody great, anybody abundant, any God you can find. And you making sure not to even tell them that they're a God too. And you making sure to step all on their feelings, treat them like a slave, talk to them like a slave. You just indignant. You just ignorant, indignant, cracker. And what I mean by that, it don't matter if you was black like purple. You can still have cracker mentality. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't all about the colors. It's about your actions and what you do. What you agree with, agree upon, and you actually act that shit out and carry that shit out. That's like putting your stamp on it. That's like going to Hollywood Boulevard, putting your fingerprints in your name and saying, I'm the biggest devilish of a bitch in the entire fucking world. And God responds back like, yep, you sure are. Glad you know who you are. And since you declared your position, we're going to put you back where you're supposed to be. That's what kind of like the lifting of the veil is. And lifting of the firmament. It's like it removes your mask off your face. That you pretending to be a good girl. And then it does the other thing of, how can I put it? It's like when you know you want to say some foul, fucked up ass shit, but you stop yourself, and then you say the right shit. You know, it's because you use a person like me to get the right shit out, so you don't be looked at like a fuck girl. But like when the firmament and the veil is lifted, all the fucked up shit that's in your goddamn mouth, that shit come out. Bam. And you can't stop it. It just be on a roll. That shit just roll off your goddamn tongue. And you just be telling on yourself and telling how fucked up you is as a person and telling all the fucked up shit you did, because you call it bragging. Not realizing, or maybe you do realize it, you don't give a fuck, that shit you telling on yourself. Because you think that shit is cool to do to people. But this is the trick with God. God has it so you can't see if a person is in their south node or their north node. Okay? So you can be on your diabolical shit. And you as the devil know. When you're on your diabolical shit and a motherfucker in their south node, you know what they do? They comply. They be on that shit like, if I don't do this, I know my boss gonna get me. You know, I can get fined or get fired, and they ain't trying to go through all that type of shit. So I gotta, hem your ass up, cut your ass up, do whatever the fuck I gotta do, keep my goddamn job. You know? The beauty of the North Node is when you hear the foul ass fucked up shit that a motherfucker wants you to do to another to keep your goddamn job, it's like a light bulb go off and say, bing, what? Nah, yo, if you want that done, now you can do that, because, see, I don't plan on going to jail behind some shit that you telling me to do. You know, hey, that's the movement you still on, even though like, the paradigm shift is just changed, and we got to be good now. You know, because all the demons and shit and devils is under her control and shit, and she sent them motherfuckers on vacation. So it's like, you want me to do what? No, I ain't cutting up no bodies or nothing. Nah. I ain't even gonna kill a motherfucker. Nah. Cause see, I know what's gonna happen. If I'm out here still doing foul, fucked up shit to good ass people, and if I'm doing that shit to a goddamn God, and when they say you will either go to jail or lose your life for fucking with this person, I'ma listen. And therefore, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna touch her. Matter of fact, fuck her. I got my own goddamn family. I got my own motherfucking problems. I got my own situations and shit. I don't need no new ones. But hey, you welcome to carry that shit out all day if you want to. You know what I mean? I'm about to just I'm gonna give me something to eat or something. Call me later if you want to talk. Get it? And I'm gonna end it here. I know you done got some good information. And I know you understand that I ain't playing. I got a smile on my face. I know you understand that, damn, what you doing ain't gonna get you nowhere. Like, why don't you just be thankful that, yeah, like that shit y'all would tell me, that you happy to still be alive, that you happy to still have your life, and that you don't need to be complaining about shit because technically, I saved you. Yeah, why don't you tell yourself that shit that y'all was trying to get me to believe? Because with myself, you know what I said? My North Node was like, well, I think it was me that was there that dodged those bullets. I think it was me that was there that fought that fight. I think it was me that was on that operating table. I think it was me that went through the humiliation ritual. I think it was me because I am me and I've been in my body this entire time. And when I go through all this shit, why would I want another motherfucker to get credit for my success? Why would I say I'm partnered up with somebody, I'm working with somebody, and that these motherfuckers helping me, but you never see me? You never see me. And I'm so incompetent that I can't come to wherever I need to come to and speak for myself. But you can. And you can speak for me. Okay? But I am competent enough for us to collaborate together and have conversations of an intellectual nature about God. And what I translate on paper, you've helped my incompetent ass do? Nah, that's not incompetent. Nope, that sounds like she's been actively present the entire time and writing her own shit, you know? Because, you know, whether she was in a wheelchair or in the hospital or got kids or, you know, I don't know, let's say that she's schizophrenic, right? It wouldn't matter. You want to see it. Because you want to see how this revolutionary work from God really would work. And then, I don't know why, the people that you lying to never say, well, I want to meet her. Bring her to the meeting. I actually know that they have said that, and you give excuses on why I can't be there. So, there are no more excuses, you know? And then the other thing is, you don't got that fire, that spark like me. So, you wondering why people are still attracted to my shit? Because it was my shit from the beginning. It's my spark. It's my creativity. It's the real me that I'm putting out here. You are pretending to be me. See the difference? So, they wouldn't mind if you wheel me in the motherfucking wheelchair to the meet. Shit like that. So, I think you should think about, like, what you're doing. And how you're doing it. You know what I mean? And I gotta go because I got some things to do. And I'm gonna go do them. While y'all think about what I just put out here. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Later. Have a nice day, people. And again, this is KnowGoodDoGooda. Buddha or Kiki.